Okay, so I wanted to get ready with me because why not, right? So I just purchased this moisturizer from Ulta last night, and it is called Peach Slices Oil Control Mattifying Moisturizer, and it has like green tea, zinc, pine bark, and niacinamide, whatever that word is. And so this is the first time I'm using it, but supposedly it's like gonna help moisturize without like putting too much extra oil on the skin, so my makeup will stay better. So let's try it. And this was like $16.99, I think, at Ulta. It doesn't smell like anything. I kind of wish it did, but it's okay. Just a little bit more. Okay, now that that's rubbed in, okay, almost. So now I'm gonna go in with like concealer, which I've just been using the e.l.f. because it just works pretty well. It's like really pigmented, so like my old concealers used to put like a lot like that, but with this one you just have to go like this because you put too much and it's like you're spreading it like all the way up here at this point because it's like so thick. I don't understand, like I never had a concealer be that way. Like a little bit goes a long way, and it just looks ridiculous if you use too much. So don't use too much or you're gonna be like Casper the Ghost, because it's like you're supposed to do a lighter shade for your concealer. Look at why is it spreading so far? I don't get that. Like my whole face is gonna be concealed. It's like foundation. I don't understand. But there's probably better ones out there, you know, that I can try. If you have any recommendations, please let me know. I watched like Michaela, and I noticed like she uses a lot of like all types of different types of makeup. Like she uses like store brands and not store brands, like the ones that you can get at the store, like the grocery store, so like Revlon, L'Oreal, whatever. But like Ulta has all these really expensive high named brands that she uses too, and I just really like a lot of the things that she suggests. But let me tell you, Ulta is expensive, and I've spent a good like $2,000 there in my life so far, which I guess isn't that much in hindsight with how much makeup I've bought and how much I've used. But like, we're not rich. Okay, and then I've been using the Fenty Beauty foundation, and this one is brand new. I just bought it yesterday, $40. I went up a shade because the shade that I was using I think was just a little bit too light, but I don't know, I can't really tell, so I'm just gonna try a shade above, and it's only like half a shade above. I was like, I don't want to look like super pale, but like also I'm not tan. I wish I was tan. My whole life I like would tell people I'm a part Mexican, and they're like, what, like a 16th? I'm like, no, because they think, they're like, why are you so white? I'm like, you just can't ask people why they're white. And so I've always like wanted to be tanner because I want people to be like, oh yeah, she's Mexican, but it's like, who cares, you know? I am who I am at this point. And like the Kardashians are kind of light. I don't know, like not all of them, but I think they use a lot of tanner probably. But like naturally they are more tan, but like Chloe's lighter, and I really think like it doesn't really matter, you know, like just because we all have a certain race in us doesn't mean we're all gonna look the same. And I'm also French, German, and Irish, so you got 3 counteracting the tan. I just wish that sometimes I was born a little bit more tan though. Like, it's so beautiful just being like a couple shades more tan in general. But now I gotta like look into like a really good self tanner, because I cannot tan at the tanning salons. I've tried. I literally burn immediately. But I really do think that was part of my like celiac diagnosis, because I guess like celiacs can't be like in the direct sun and or anything like UV rays, blah 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 blah, because we'll just burn. But now that I'm on like a pure gluten-free diet, I don't know, maybe I could try it again. Maybe I won't burn immediately. But let me tell you, when you burn, it's so uncomfortable. It itches like so bad. One time it like burned my stomach and I like could not like stop scratching it, and it was so uncomfortable, so upset. And then I had to be like that for like a week. I was like, I don't ever want to go tanning again. It was traumatizing to me, but maybe I can try it. We'll see. You know, living in Washington State, you don't get a lot of sun, so I'm just at this point, I'm like accepting that I'm just gonna be pretty light. But I don't want to be like overly white or like it's not matching at all, you know? So that's why I went up a shade. And honestly, like Fenty Beauty is probably one of my favorites, because I really like just like the quality of the makeup, and also I really love Rihanna, so I like to support people that I actually really like. But like Selena's Rare Beauty is like really nice too, but I just haven't been buying any of it yet because man, how much more money can I spend? Like, we can't spend everything at Ulta. That would be ridiculous. Like, I work hard for my money and I have a lot of bills. I live all by myself. I pay $2,000 a month for my fucking rent. Sorry. And then you know, car payment, car insurance, phone bill, whatever, internet. And what's great about my apartments is that I live really in like a nicer area of Port Orchard, and like the nicest part probably. And then, well, besides, there's like one more good part, but I can't afford those prices. And so I think it's like worth the money. Like, I know I'm not gonna like hopefully not get robbed or anything, but in this economy you never know. So then I go in with my contour, and it's just like this Super Stay Activewear Maybelline 30 hour blah blah blah, because I like to work out, so I have like, I still like to wear makeup in the gym. I just like to feel good. Like, when you're feeling your best and you're set up for success, like, you're gonna do better. Like, you're gonna want to work out, you're gonna want to eat better. You're like, oh, I look really good right now, like, keep that trend going. Like, no one wants to be like, oh, I look so ugly, I feel so ugly. Like, yeah, you should love yourself regardless. But a lot of times when like you're working out, you're looking in the mirror, you're judging yourself. It's like, man, I wish that I looked a little better right now so I could take a picture or whatever. And like, pictures for me, like taking progress pics of myself while I'm working out and stuff, like that motivates me to keep going. Like, I went from working out 4 days a week now down to like 2 days a week, and I feel like I need to get back in and like go 4 again. But I have been like super just eating too much, I think. Like, it always happens around the holidays. Like, I'll like overindulge in things like candy and cocoa. Oh my god, I love cocoa. I'm like buying more coffees out. Like, who am I? Why am I buying that? I don't have the money for that. I don't even get my nails done anymore. Like, do I really need a fucking coffee? No. And plus, like, the protein coffees are way better for you and they help lose weight. So what I'm gonna do is start getting those again, because I kind of cut those out completely. it was just getting expensive. But like, if you think about all the coffees, they add up. Like $10 per coffee at fucking Dutch Bros is ridiculous, but they're so fucking good, dude. But the calories is just not it for me anymore, so I have to cut back on that. And then I've just been like incorporating more protein in my diet, period, because that in itself helps lose weight. And then like eating less calories in general, and just, you know, doing it. And then I have this Flower brand blush. It's a liquid blush, and I mean, it's all right. Yeah, I like Flower. Flower's good for like that convenience store makeup. And then I just wanted to like use it up so it can get out of my makeup already, because like I have so much that I want to buy and I have no space. So we're trying to use what we have so that we can replace with better stuff. Like I want to try starting Rare Beauty blush, and just like maybe getting more natural brands, like I don't know, vegan brands or something like. And plus like I want all gluten-free stuff. So I know Tarte does gluten-free. I don't know if any of this stuff is gluten-free. I didn't research it, so I really hope it is. But if it's not, then I'll start replacing it eventually, you know. I don't like to waste things. I'm so like, oh my gosh, we have to use it. Like, it costs money in this world right now. Like, things are expensive. Like, we're not gonna throw something away. It has value. But also don't want to be poisoning myself with gluten. So it's a catch-22, isn't it? So once you blend out the blush, and I just like to give myself a little bit like of like, I don't know, baby it's cold outside vibe. And then I go back over like with my foundation just to like go around the edges of it to like blend it, because I don't want it to be like bam, you know. You want it to like look blended, natural. And I feel like doing this really just helps it all come together better, and it just looks better, like not so pigmented. I mean, certain things you want pigmented and certain things you shouldn't have pigmented. Like you want your eyeshadow pigmented. You want, you know, certain things you don't want like a big chunk of brown or pink on your cheek. And then now I go in with like a powder bronzer, just like make that even more prominent. And because this is gonna make you look like you have cheekbones if you don't really have cheekbones, which I've always like had to do. But now that I'm losing weight and stuff, like I'm getting natural cheekbones, so it's kind of nice. I don't have to like make it look real, because it's kind of already coming in on its own. And then I just blend those marks out, like where I just did it. I try to anyways. Because before we set our face, we want this all to look like pretty natural, or else once you set it, it's gonna look like weird, you know. So you just want to blend this first, which you're just using like your biggest fluffy brush that you have that you use for your powder. And it should have like some powder residue on there already, so it's kind of helping to blend it. And then like I always do down my nose, because I just feel like I have a like kind of big nose, and I don't really like it being like the forefront of my face. But whatever, God made us in his image, right? And then I get all these palettes that I have, and then I do a blush powder. This is the Tarte, they're like little cutesy little palettes. They're super tiny, and like, oh my god, it came in like a 4-pack. I got this one. I just spelled blush everywhere. I got this one, and this one, and this one, which I don't really think I'm gonna use the other two like as much, because they have like purples and pinks, and I'm just more of like a neutral girl, like browns and orange. I like orange sometimes on my eyes. I think it looks cool. And then Then I blend that. See how that blush is just a little bit more darker? That's kind of more like what I'm going for. I don't like the light pink, so once that flower one's done, I'm not buying that color again. Like, I like it looking like intentional, like you're supposed to. Like, oh, that's my face. Like, it's obviously not my face. My real face under here is white as hell. I look like a ghost. So I'm just trying to add some color back into my face. Then I go in with this. It's like a sparkle, very light color. Like, I don't know, it's really pigmented with the sparkle. So I just pack that in right there on the corner. Pack. And then I do a little bit like under the eyebrow sometimes, just to give it, like, when I turn my face like that, it's like you can see it, you know? And that helps like bring your eyebrows just a little bit more defined. And then a little bit like on the Cupid's bow, and then a teensy little bit on the nose, and then like this. And then I go in with this, like, excuse me, kind of like, I don't know how to explain it. This. And I get like the darkest brown I have, and I go under here. And this is gonna make your eyes look bigger, obviously. And it's gonna be cleaned up. It's not gonna look like that thick. But you just put as much as you can right here. And I usually have on like my false lash extensions. I started doing them at home. Like, I found the ones on TikTok and I was like, hell yeah, let's do it. And I did it and it works. But the catch is you need to buy the remover, because once you want them off, it's very difficult to come off. The glue is so good, like, oof. So I'm waiting for the remover, because I don't want to reapply and then get stuck dealing with that again, because I had to like use like an ointment and like makeup remover wipes. It still wasn't coming off. I was like, girl, how am I supposed to get this shit off my eye? So for now, it's gonna wait. And we're just gonna do a natural lash with mascara, because we don't have time for any sticky eyes. I already have enough sticky stuff in my life. Just kidding. And then I use the Anastasia Dip Brow Still, because I'm 12. And then I go in with, and I go on the tail end a little bit darker and first, because that's where like majority of your product's gonna go anyways, because you're not wanting to put too much at the forefront because it looks too blocky. So you want to like swipe under it like this, like a thin line, and then you just want to comb it up. Like, there should be no like you know what I'm saying, because it's supposed to like look like real hair. Like, I did that for the longest time. Nobody gave me that advice, so you're welcome. Like, I looked ridiculous with my eyebrows when I was in junior high. Oh my gosh, I really hated it. It was like a big insecurity of mine. Now, like, looking back, I'm like, what was I doing? What was I thinking? I don't know. I feel like in junior high, we were all just like trying to survive, and we were all just like going through this weird, like, I'm a zombie and I'm here vibe. Like, I don't really think I was my authentic self in school, because I was so anxious about what everybody else was thinking or doing, or like what they're gonna say to me, or like they're gonna be nice to me, or they're gonna be mean to me. Like, I was kind of bullied a little bit, so I didn't really have like this thought process of being like, I need to outperform. Like, I kind of was just like, I'm just gonna be here and then I'm gonna go home, and I'm not gonna ever remember this, because I hate school. Like, I literally hated it so much. I was like so scared to go to school. I would literally skip school all the time, and no wonder I almost didn't fucking graduate. And then I did graduate, luckily. I just started I just applied at WSU Global, so I'm gonna be doing online school, and they already accepted like some of my financial aid stuff, so I'm able to like buy a computer, get all my shit, get my shit from my classes, but it's all online, so like the computer's the biggest part I need, you know, because I don't have one. And then once I get my degree, I can move up in my job field that I'm already in, which is working for the state with special needs people, and I'm like their caregiver. It is the best job I've ever had. I love my clients. They're like seriously the sweetest, and my job is so amazing. And I feel like I'm helping people like more than, you know, the typical job where like, yeah, you're helping people, but like, is it making an impact? Is it actually like, if you weren't there, would they be surviving? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I just feel like careers in general are kind of hard. Like, you have to do something that you like, but you also have to do something that's like making you feel like you're making a difference, I guess. Like, to me, if I like work at a dead-end job, like, I don't feel like I'm making a difference. I just feel bored. I'll feel depressed. I'll feel like this isn't my purpose. I don't want to be here. Like, I'm super big on like whatever got meant for me is what I'm gonna do. But I know that's not working at Burger King for me. Because I used to work there when I was like, that was my first job, and I literally was like, this is the worst. But like, I don't think it's supposed to be forever, but sometimes I think it can be. Like, my brother is literally the manager at a McDonald's, or he's the assistant manager, and he has been there since he first started working. Like, that's his first job, and that's his only job he's had, and it works well for him. Whereas like for me, I get bored. I'm like, I need stimulation on my brain because this is not working for me. And in general, just working with special needs people, they're so fucking sweet. Like, it makes your whole day. It makes your whole life. Like, you feel like, wow, I'm actually doing something here. And they literally like look forward to seeing me. And like, we go to like this dance every Friday that we get to like hang out at. It's so fun, and the clients love it. They have so much fun. They get to see their friends. Like, it's a win-win-win-win-win all the way around. So I just really love it. And then my degree, I'm getting in social science, so I have to get my associates first, and then bachelor's, and then I'll be fine. I think after that, I do not think I'm gonna go for my master's. Like, girl, there's only so much I can do, okay? I don't have time for everything, and college is hard. I mean, I'm working 2 jobs. I'm working another job in a family home, like, as a caregiver for graveyard shift. So, I mean, schooling is gonna be difficult for me. I'm not good at school. Well, I'm smart, but like, I'm not good at like keeping myself on track, I guess. Like, one year I did like homeschool because I was like, I hate school. So my mom pulled me out and we did Explorer Academy. It was the worst decision because I had to keep myself accountable and I didn't. So I'm pretty sure I hardly passed that. And then I went to an alternative school in Port Orchard, and that saved my life because I could like feel okay about school because there wasn't a lot of kids there. Like, the kids that went there were kind of like the outcasts, or like the girls that got pregnant at a young age. And so I was like vibing with them. Like, they're cool. Like, they're super understanding. Like, we all kind of were like outcasts or like misfits, and like we didn't work out at the regular high school, so we kind of became friends, and I kind of liked that. And it made it so I like could feel good about school again. And then I graduated, but I did graduate like a year late. But it's better, you know, better late than never. I could have not graduated, and then what? Where would I be now? I have no idea. So I'm gonna go in with this. It's the Tarte Shape Tape Stay Spray, 16 hours. It smells really good. And then, oh my god, I put a lot. It smells like tanning spray, which I love the smell of that. Like, going to the tanning salon is addicting. I used to get spray tans, and oh my gosh, though, they were like so patchy. They didn't look good. I looked so orange. I was like, what the heck? Like, is there like a certain level I should stay at, like level 2 or something? Because I did like level 4, and I looked so orange. Oh my god, it just was all over my eye. And I was like, still going. Like, I was like addicted to it. I was like, oh my god, I look so good. I look back now and I'm like, oh no, why did I do that? Honestly, like, I feel like I look kind of good, like the skin color I'm, like the lightness I am. I don't know. I kind of feel like Khloe Kardashian in a world of Kims, but Khloe's still fucking hot too. And honestly, she's been looking kind of tan lately. I'm like, girl, what you doing, girl? Let's get your routine. I want to see a Get Ready With Me with Chloe and Kim and North. That'd be so cool. Like, they should do that. I know that they have, like, their own show and everything, but, like, the show doesn't show us, like, them actually doing things with their makeup. Like, they're always in full glam by the time the episode airs, you know, or by the time that they're recording the episode. I'm like, can we see you guys do your own, and, like, let's actually hear about it, like, because that's what YouTube's for, like, us being on a more personal level with each other. And in the show, like, they can only do so much. And then on top of that, like, I enjoy seeing the kids on there because they're so funny. Like, if I was a Kardashian kid or a Jenner kid or a Barker kid or whatever, or a Thompson, or a Scott, I would literally be like, this is the best life. Or like a Disick. Oh my gosh, could you imagine? I think about it sometimes. I'll be like, I wish I was born into the Kardashians. That'd be so fucking cool. But no, I was born in wee little Port Arthur, Washington. No fame for me. And like, every time I watch the Kardashians, I'm like, I feel like I'm just like them. Like, we would be like friends. But, you know, they're rich and famous. They don't know me. They're like, who the hell is this lady trying to say we'd be friends? Have you guys seen the girl on TikTok that does the impressions of them? She's so good. She literally does it perfectly. I was like, what? Like, she sounds just like each one of them. And, like, she does Chloe's impression so funny because every episode she has sticky notes on her fingernails and she makes it look like she's got fake nails on. And then she'll, like, rub her hand through her hair and all of the sticky notes fall off. It's so funny. I love that girl. And, like, and then there's another, they're, like, teenagers, and I don't know what ethnicity they are, but I think they're from Australia. And they are so good, too. Oh, my God, it's so funny. You guys should look it up. Just look up Kardashian impressions on TikTok and watch them. They're so funny. Like, the Kardashians are iconic. You can't get past that. Like, you know, even if some people I know don't like them, I mean, not everybody's gonna like everybody. There's, like, a scientifical thing that says 1/3 of the people will hate you, 1/3 of the people will love you, and 1/3 of the people will be neutral. So there's always gonna be haters, regardless. That's the thing. Don't feel down about that, because if you don't have haters, then you're not doing something right, obviously. But we have haters, like, that's part of life. Like, the good and the bad, positive and negative, you know, it's all part of life. That's why when, like, there's something negative going on, I'll try to counteract it with, like, a positive thing. I'll be like, oh, did you guys hear about da-da-da? And I'll change the subject, you know? Or I'll, like, try to be, like, in a good mood and, like, listen to music and, like, just make everybody around me feel better. But I don't ever really contribute to the negativity because I really hate negativity. But it's inevitable. Like, we're gonna have to deal with it eventually. I just don't like to deal with it all the time. So in my day-to-day life, I like to just try to be more positive, bring in a really good, like, just energy and vibe, especially at work. Like, there's no reason for us to be miserable. Like, we're already here. Let's try to make the best of it. And so that's how I've become, like, just happier in general, you know? Just doing things for myself, too, is good. Like, I've been focused on myself, focused on my health, focused on my school, focused on my dogs, focused on my bills. I've been, like, super healthy, not drinking a whole bunch and not doing anything too crazy. Not that I really do, but, I mean, I've had a history of being crazy, and it didn't get me anywhere. Like, I'm very smart, so, like, when I notice something's not working the way that I wanted to, I stop doing it. Like, that goes for relationships, too. Like, if we're miserable and we're just screaming at each other, like, why? Life is too short. We should not be living like that. And on top of that, like, there's somebody out there for you that's not going to treat you like crap. There's somebody out there for you that isn't going to trigger you to treat them like crap. Because we're all guilty in some way of when a failed relationship happens, that it's not just one person, you know, it's two people in the relationship. So it's not just one person's fault, but we have to be honest about like what our triggers are. And like, if that person can't respect what our triggers are and they do it anyways, like they don't respect you, don't be with them. If you've tried and tried and tried and you're like, hey, I've told you, like, I really don't like when you do that, or hey, I've told you that is a trauma for me, please don't do that, and they still do it, like, yeah, that's frustrating. So like, maybe you guys aren't meant to be together, you know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, by the way, I used the bedhead crimper, this, and my hair looks so freaking full. Holy shit. I wonder if I should like tuck it down or something. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. It's so like full. I've never had it be so full. So like, I just recently cut it short and it's like pretty short. But I think if I just kind of leave it alone and stop messing with it and stop fucking it up, it'll be better. It's just like frizzy right here. I don't like that. Do I have an anti-frizz something maybe? Maybe this. So like, I need some more recommendations of what to use for my hair because my hair's been falling out, but I've been using this and it's just like, it's nice because my hair is super like I don't look Mexican, but my hair is. And it's got a mind of its own, girl. I'm like, I wake up in the morning and it's like disaster. I'm like, how is this my hair? And then it takes me like an hour, no, like half an hour to do it, like to make it look, you know, not disaster. I'm feeling like 2 bobby pins. No? Okay. I literally felt the no through the camera and I haven't even posted the video yet. I was like, no? All right. But yeah, so, and then I'm gonna do like a quick little lip for you. Let's do this color. I just usually do like an outline, a quick one. I don't like care too much. I probably should, I don't. I really want to get my false lashes back on. They just bring a look together. Like, it really does. It changes your whole entire look. Like, mascara is for the birds. And I don't want to wear it anymore, but I do because whatever. It's better than nothing. I guess I'll do this color. Oh, yeah. This is the Too Faced Lip Injection Liquid Lipstick. And it makes your lips plumped while you're wearing it, and it's a matte, and it tastes really good, but like, I'm not trying to taste it, but like, you can breathe in the scent, and it's like flavor in your mouth. Like, it doesn't taste, like, some of the lipsticks are like weird. I don't like the taste, and like, not that I want to taste that, but this is just like pleasant, like, you feel like, but what's also weird is like, when I taste it, I'm almost like, ugh. Like, I don't want makeup in my mouth, but imagine how much lipstick we are swallowing. Like when we eat something or whatever. Okay. And I just think matte just looks good for like every day. But lip gloss, like my favorite is this one. Where is it? So I have 2 different kinds, but these are like super low. I need more. So one is just like the regular gloss, and one has sparkles, and it has hyaluronic acid in it. So like, it's healing your lips while it's plumping and glossing them. And it's just called Lifter Gloss by Maybelline. Love it. But like, my lips are already pretty full. Yum. So I don't really need it, but like, I do need a bobby pin right here because I have little short hairs that are just gonna stick out. But I don't really need the lip gloss stuff, but like, shit, sometimes, you know, just like a little but yeah, so this is my makeup look. This is my hair. I got this shirt off TikTok Shop, which I like it. It's really soft, but like, I'm not really a turtleneck type of girl until I like have a like this face maybe. But so I'm gonna start my journey now, like to figure out how to lose more weight, because I've kind of plateaued. Like I lost like 75 pounds naturally, and then it like stopped working. And I don't know, like obviously there's something I'm doing wrong, and I'm pretty sure it's like I'm snacking too much, especially during the winter. Like in the summer I just eat salads and protein drinks. Like I don't eat garbage. So in the summer I'm smaller, but I don't want that. I want to be like my goal weight all the time so I can feel confident about myself and happier. And when I feel more confident and happier, like everything else just goes perfect for me. Like I have no really problems, you know. I'm just kidding, everybody has problems, but at least with myself, like I feel more centered in my mind and I just feel happier. So when you're happier, you're gonna do more things that are better. So anyways, there's my TED talk. So yeah, let me know like some suggestions for hair, some suggestions for like anything else if you guys want. Oh yeah, and then I also use this Anastasia palette, and I use the black for my eyebrows too because I like them a little bit darker. So you can do that over the dip because it also sets it, so like the powder keeps the cream from like moving around, and then the setting spray too. But yeah, I hope you guys all have a great Christmas. I probably will post like once a week if I can remember. I have 2 jobs and I have school coming up. I have 3 dogs. Thinking about getting a 4th dog. I know, I'm crazy. But yeah, I hope everybody has a great week ahead and a happy new year, and make your goals and stick to them. All right, bye.